Hello, it's Marco Matosh here from Markham3D, and today we're going to talk about Terraformer, which is an animated 3D short film that I made in 10 days. What we're going to be doing in this video is talking about everything I learnt, everything that worked well, everything that didn't work well. And yeah, if you want to check it out, there is a link in the description below. I haven't released the film yet because I feel that most people aren't going to understand that I made this in 10 days. And I'm not talking about 10 full days. I'm talking 2-3 hours a night as well. So in total, I spent about 20 hours making this short film. It took me about 120 hours to render it. And that was the first mistake. So let me just start off. Please like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out, keeps up to date with the content. I am planning on doing another short film, this time probably 30 days, because 10 days was really quick. And so I kind of want to do something a little bit more polished. So let's start off with the big issue, which was render times. So I had 10 days to make it, and it took me about 120 hours to render this thing. Now, luckily enough, I had about 3 machines going at the same time, and all 3 of them were fairly powerful. But that was the first mistake. I really should have put the effort in to learn Eevee. The render times would have been a lot quicker, and I could have gone back and fixed up the animations a lot more. If you haven't seen the film, link in the description. But a good thing that happened was the facial motion capture that I was using from Reallusion. It worked really well. The first couple of scenes didn't work the best because I didn't test my technologies. And that was a really big issue that I had. Let's have a look at the start here. And we can see that the mouth isn't really in sync. The jaw is not moving, and this was a big problem that I lost about a day's work because of it. So let me just pause that out. What happened was I had the main body rig that came from Reallusion over into Blender, and then I re-rigged that character, but then I didn't realize that I actually lost control of the jawbone. I thought that facial animation was all done through shape keys, but it wasn't. There was actually a bone here. And also you'll see that his eyes aren't really moving. Actually, maybe in this shot, he starts moving his eyes. Yeah, so the eyes start moving now, but the previous shot there isn't. So this is something I didn't test, and that was my fault. So that's the next bit, test your technologies. So I had Reallusion. So I had Character Creator 3, I had facial motion capture, worked flawlessly, beautifully. It was amazing. I used Glycan for motion capture, which is using the VR headset, so I could capture head and hands, and kind of there was, you know, just that upper body motion. We'll talk about that a little bit later as well, about the problems we had there. And in the last scene as well, this whole scene here, this was all done with Breckle, and I did it with dual Xbox One connects. I had a bit of an issue with this arm, but I didn't realize until after I rendered it, and that was a problem. There we go. So we go back to like that Cycles and Eevee problem. I really should have put the time in to learn Eevee, but it does look nice. So this shot here, this whole arm jankiness, especially the scene where he talks about you should draw it on your face. Just hang on. That there. So the hand's up here. But when I did the motion capture with the VR headset, I actually did it here. Now what the problem was, is that the motion capture data, because I went FK or IK, I don't know which one, whichever one does all the angles rather than just the location of the hand. The armature for the motion capture data, I think was longer here, but the character's upper arm was shorter. And so what happened is that the arm was kind of like up here. It was really weird. It was really annoying. But that was another thing I didn't really pick up. I didn't have time to do the smooth graph. So what you can do is on the graph editor in animation, you can just do a search like the spacebar or F3, and you can put in smooth keys. And then all those harsh graphs will smooth out. I was very happy the fact that I farmed off the audio, all the sound effects. Where's my favorite? Hang on. My favorite sound, let's bring it back. Hang on, I'm just trying to find it. Is this sound here. Just that crunching of rocks. I didn't even think about putting a sound in there, but that was an amazing sound, and that was all done by Ryan at ImageFlex, so go check out his channel. And as well, there was a scene here right at the back, this bit here where his feet hit the ground. Beautiful sound. I loved it. It's amazing. So that was one thing, is this year I actually went out and I asked for help. I said, hey, can you please help me? Did an amazing job. Very grateful for Ryan, so make sure you go check out his channel. Something I really did like was the robot. A lot of people actually did like it, and I had a few friends tell me that it was a really good robot, and that was something I modeled on the live stream. The whole interior of the cabin's not too bad. I probably could have broken it up a little bit more, but once again, time was a factor. So when I was writing the script, I actually had a whole different story envisioned, but the Friday afternoon before the film festival started, before our 10 items were announced, I decided to rewrite the whole script. And this is what I came up with. The theme was planted. And so the whole theme was based around plant health. And what better than, you know, dude going around to planets and colonizing them, terraforming them. Beautiful. I was pretty happy with that idea. So that's why I rewrote the script. And then if you did watch the film, that's why there's a lot of like really random objects, like the terraformer looking like a watering can, because that was one of the items. This here was a scarecrow, and funnily enough, I almost won best use of item, which was pretty cool. I came second, but obviously you don't get anything for second. So this ship here, some of you might recognize, is available on Gumroad for free. You can download it. It just doesn't have textures. We put this in manually on the live stream. But this opening shot, I loved it. And I think this got a lot of people's attention, just this first shot. And I did put it on the Facebook group. So if you want, jump over to Facebook and like Markham 3D as well. But we did win Best Animation. In total, there were 34 films that were submitted. And I got into the top 12. I know that in total, there was 4 animations. And I was the only one that got into the top 12, and then I won Best Animation, and I almost got Best Use of a Character. So moving forward now, I really did enjoy the live streams. I had a lot of fun doing them. The plan is to make another short film, as I said before, but at this time I'll take 30 days. And hopefully if it turns out good, which it should, I will launch a Kickstarter for a web series and try and get a more ambitious project. I think 6 episodes of 5 minutes each. I think that's achievable. There are some things I would love to be able to try and get. I'm halfway to affording a motion capture suit, one of the perception neurons. It's going to be a lot more expensive for me because I got to pay for import tax. They don't send it to Australia, unfortunately. So that's going to be quite a bit extra. But for now, I'll use the technologies I have. That'll be the Xbox One Connects there and over there. I've got the Oculus Rifts. I've got the facial motion capture. I've got the character creator. So hopefully I'll be doing a lot more live streams. I'll be streaming this time both on YouTube and on Twitch simultaneously. So if you want, I got a Twitch account. Jump over there, Markham 3D as well. I've had a few questions as well. So over the 10 days that I was streaming for, and then a couple of days afterwards, I gained about 56 subscribers, which is just a little bit above average. And I made off the streams about $14. So for about 20 hours of streaming, yeah, about $14. So that's why I'm going to try Twitch as well, because Twitch is more of like a donation base. So technically, you know, if I get 5 subscribers on Twitch, that's already made more than YouTube. So I'm trying to test it out a little bit more. I think the streams went well. There was a lot of interactions. There was a lot of communication. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed talking to you guys. Let me know what you think of this video. Do you like this format? And yeah, please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. I will keep you guys updated as much as possible with the next film coming up. It will probably start this Monday or even Sunday maybe. I still got to write some sort of script, but I mean, we can start getting the ball rolling. I do want to do a fantasy one, but I think that's going to be too much without the motion capture suit. Just hand animating, you know, I've got a very restricted time frame and it's just myself. And obviously I've got a few other projects I've got to work on, nothing freelancing, but just there's other projects as well. So if you can, please share the channel. Please help me grow a little bit more. And yeah, until next time, thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the future.